Hey guys, I'm Rebecca Shores, and today I'm bringing you a very bright and colorful look with a dark base. This is using the Melt Radioactive stack, but any bright mattes that you have will work for this look. So if you want to see how I created this look and a couple other lip options, then just keep watching and let's get started. I've already primed my eyes, and now I'm just going to grab a bit of MAC Mylar and use this as my highlight shade. I'm not actually using a base shadow, which never happens, but this is what we're doing for this look. Go ahead and apply some Mylar to the inner corner and along your brow bone, and grab a transition shade. I'm using a Delux crease brush by Crown to apply Melt's Blur from my crease, and then I'm going to start blending upwards once I have a little less product on my brush. So you want to have the largest concentration of color at the crease, so make sure that's where you're applying the brush first, and then once there's a little less product on the brush, you can start blending it upwards. You're also going to want to take that along your lower lash line, and I'm taking it into more of the crease of the eye rather than hugging the lash line itself. I find that using these warm transitions really help for the colorful looks. Now grab some of the Tarte's clay liner in black. You can really use whatever black liner you have on hand, and I'm just patting this on with a Sigma E32. You can even just use your fingers, doesn't really matter. Just somehow slap a sticky black base all over your eyelid. So I'm going to pat that on, and then once I've deposited most of the color from my brush, I'm going to start kind of blending the edges. You do want to make sure your edges are blended because this is a cream product and it's gonna be sticky. You want to also make sure that the edges are blended just so this will look all nice and perfected at the end. And then you also want to run this along your lower lash line. I'm doing about the outer 2/3. You could bring it in farther if you want, but I want to keep it mostly to the outer edge of my eye. I'm going ahead and tightlining right now just because we already have that black base down. You do this later. You could skip it, but it definitely looks better if it's tightlined. Now grab a black eyeshadow. I'm using Melt Cosmetics Dark Matter, and I'm going to be applying this with a MAC 242, and I'm just patting this all over that black base that we set down. So go ahead and just get that black over the black base so that you get a really dark, sooty black, and also apply it to the lower lash line. Give it a little bit of a blend. I'm using a Sigma E25 for this, but any brush will work, and it doesn't need to be too pretty right now since we're going to be applying colors. Now to the fun part. We're going to be using Melt Cosmetics Radioactive, and I'm using a Hakuhodo J146 to apply, and I'm pulling that along the outer about half of my lower lash line. And as you can see, I applied slowly as I had a lot of pigment on my brush because these do have a lot of fallout, and then I started kind of moving my brush a little bit more as we kind of had less product. So go ahead, pull that along your lower lash line. I'm creating a V shape on the outer edge, and then I'm starting to blend that a little bit into the upper lash line. And you don't have to bring these out quite as far as I am. If you don't feel comfortable with that, you definitely keep this closer to the black. Now I'm going in with Neon, which is a matte yellow, and I'm taking this on a Hakuhodo J146, and I'm applying that to the inner corner and then blending it about halfway across my orbital bone. And then you're going to want to just kind of basically pack as much of that yellow on as you can. You will get fallout with these colors, but don't worry about it. I'm now going in with Radon on that same Hakuhodo 146 again, and this is going to sandwich between our yellow and our pink, and I'm making sure this does go over the black because we are going to want a nice transition from the black to the Radon later on. However, it's going to kind of look just not very good right now, but don't worry, this all comes together in the end. When you're using bright colors, especially neons, you do just have to do a lot of back and forths. So as you can see, I'm now grabbing a little more of the radioactive, and I'm applying that over the black and into the Radon. And this is basically going to be what we're going to be doing for the next couple steps, just so that we have nice transitions. I've now grabbed a Hakuhodo J5523, and I'm just blending the edges. This brush is clean. And now I'm grabbing Xenon, and I'm taking this in Hakuhodo J242G. Yeah, that's right. And I'm applying that to the lower lash line along the tear duct area, and then bringing about halfway across so it just about meets the Radioactive. Don't worry about blending it into the Radioactive too much. We're going to be using some yellow over there. But I kind of went ham with green. Green's personally my favorite color. So bring that into the lower lash line area. Now I'm grabbing more neon and I'm using that to transition between the green and the pink. And then it makes that pretty orangey color. So I actually really like it. So make sure you bring that right between the two and drag it down a bit. Now I'm going in with dark matter. So again, whatever black suits your fancy. And I'm going to be patting this over the top. You're like, we already put black here. Why are you putting more? Well, the reason I did it earlier is that you add a lot more depth to the black when you have black and then you have these neon pigments over it and then you're applying a little more black. You definitely don't have to do this if you don't care about adding depth to your black, but it just looks a little bit better. So go ahead, pat that on, and then take a blending brush and blend that out. I'm using a Hakuhodo 5529 to do kind of this detailed blending work. I start out with this brush just clean, really just blending that black color, and then I'm going to start switching into our neon colors to make this blended even more. So now I'm taking a little more of the orange and I'm blending that from the orange into the black. And as you can see, that actually looks really cool because these neon colors look awesome over black. Now we're going into more of the pink radioactive shade and again, blend it over the edge of the black and now just black itself just to dust off those colors. And then because you will get fallout with neons, make sure you clean it off. Now we're basically finished, so go ahead, add some mascara. I'm using Maybelline's Full and Soft, and grab some lashes. I'm using the Nubosum Bella lashes. You can use code rebeccashoresmua for 20% off if you are interested. And go ahead and pop those on. I wanted something super dramatic for this look. So there's our finished eye look. So let's look at some lip options. This is a great choice if you want something nude on the lips to pair with these bright, bold eyes. This is Coven and Crypt cream, and these are the lip slicks by Lunatick Cosmetic Labs. This is also a lip slick by Lunatick, and this is in Pout Off. This is great if you like that bright eyes, bright lip look. This is something that I would definitely be wearing, especially more in the summertime with bright looks. And then this is the lip color I went with. This is Bane by Melt, and it's just a pretty matte black. Personally, I really like the black lips with the bright eyes. And that finishes off the look for today. I hope you enjoyed this very bright and bold look. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and you can also subscribe for more videos. They come out every Tuesday and Friday. I hope to see you guys later.